All right, let's talk about Tip Tough. Now, this is a really brilliant invention that I think you're going to love. It was actually America's Big Deal winner. Now, this is a set of 2 medium stainless steel finger guards. What does that mean? That means when using these, while tucking your fingers in, right here, as you can see, tucking your fingers in, and then you start cutting or slicing. What you're doing is mimicking the classic chef's hold and training your fingers and protecting your fingers while you cut at the same time. You have little stabilizers in here to make sure it like digs in without cutting, but keeps you nice and stable. It's K70010. You're getting a set of 2 of them, and it's $33.60. Done with that great stainless steel. The prongs stabilize the food. There's a drainage hole as well. There's a ton of uses for these. 840, one size fits most right there. Let me invite in the inventor who actually, he invented this when he was 12 years old. This is RJ Batts, who is also the winner of America's Big Deal. Hello, happy New Year's Eve to you.
Hi, happy New Year's to you too. I hope you're having a great day.
So far, so good. I'm in the kitchen, so all is well with the world.
Exactly. I mean, there's never been a better place to be in the kitchen. And I mean, it's never a better time to be safer too. With the New Year's coming, I mean, everybody wants to get in the kitchen and have great food, you know, fresh food for everybody to eat and enjoy. And with the Tip Tough, you can do that with confidence and safety. So I can, with this cucumber right here, I can use those prongs that you had mentioned earlier, use these prongs right here, spike directly into it, and I can cut without ever worrying about getting close to my fingertips or fingernails. I can get those super thin cuts without worrying about my fingernails, because my mom used to clip her fingernails and call it the dinner surprise. We don't have to worry about that anymore.
Oh, no.
I'm really happy.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And I got long nails, RJ.
Yeah, exactly. Look, and you don't have to worry about them anymore since you have the Tip Tough.
I love it. So, I mean, necessity is the mother of all invention, literally and figuratively, with your dinner surprise. But so tell me about this concept. Tell me how you came up with this idea.
So I actually invented it because my dad is a chef, and he came home one day with a really, really bad cut. And I decided he should have to suffer doing what he loves, because he's been cutting, he's a chef for his whole life. So I decided, you know, I can save his fingers and a lot more people's fingers in the kitchen. And then luckily I got the opportunity from Joy Mangano to make it onto this platform to show everybody here how essential this is. Because as you said earlier, it mimics the chef hold also. So I don't have to worry about my fingers, like if I'm not using it, my fingers will fall automatically into that safety chef mode. So I don't have to worry about worrying about leaving my Tip Tough home, because if you leave your Tip Tough home, as soon as you take it off, your fingers fall directly into it, so you can just set it directly on top. But this is a great one right here, parsley, because parsley is all around, right? It moves all around that cutting board, and it's kind of hard to grab. Fingers are like kind of risky right there. So I can set it directly on top of this parsley, and I have complete control of it. And I can cut without ever worrying about getting that knife blade ever close to my fingertips. And I can get those super thin chops, and I can mince this up, and I don't have to worry about getting close to my fingertips, and I am completely safe. And I have complete control over what I'm cutting also.
It's a safety tool. It's also a training tool. And I'm thinking about the little ones who are like itching to get in the kitchen, with mom and dad. I just cracked myself up.
I might have to steal that one.
I'm itching to get in the kitchen anytime. It's all yours, my friend. Who are like, you know, they want to cook with mom and dad and grandma, but you don't, you're a little nervous with giving them that big old knife. This is a great training tool to protect their little fingers, yes, but also it really is like a muscle memory that it creates. So when you don't have your Tip Tough, you remember how it feels to be in there and to protect yourself. Look, I worked in, like I've been saying, I've worked in really high-end restaurants. I developed for bars, big, like fancy bars. So I was in the kitchen a lot, cutting things, grating things, slicing things that were going to be used in my bars. And the chefs were trying to teach me that chef's hold, and it made me really nervous every single time. So this is a great way to create that muscle memory, and while like having utmost safety. Food grade steel, dishwasher safe, no sharp edges. This is such a brilliant invention.
Thank you. Yeah, and I mean, even if you're on the run, I mean, in the morning, everything's chaotic. You're preparing the kids' lunch. Even apples, you can set it directly on top of an apple, and get perfect thin slices for those lunches. And you don't have to ever worry about your fingertips or fingernails while in the process. I mean, it's an all-around safety tool, but it's also going to keep the whole family in the kitchen, and it's going to get everybody involved. So you can have those great family memories while cooking any type of food, and everybody can enjoy it afterward.
Right. I feel like it also speeds up the process a little bit, right? Like I'm just looking at you doing the the parsley over there, and how time consuming that might be when you're like getting all the little bits and pieces, and or you're trying to like de-stem everything. That's how I feel about cilantro. I love cilantro. I put it on everything, but it is a pain in the you-know-what sometimes to chop up. What do you got there?
And it gets everywhere. But I got celery here. I love myself some celery, ranch, carrots. You know, and the best part about it is those carrots. Remember, I was talking about those prongs. It spikes right into that carrot, and I have complete control of this carrot. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere unless I want it to. So I can spike right into it, and I can cut it.
We talked a lot about herbs and fruits and veggies. What about our meats?
Meats? Oh, yes. Hold on. Let me grab it off the pan right now.
Oh.
I got some hot sizzling chicken right here, and I throw it directly on top of that cutting board. And I can spike directly on top of it. My fingers are not burning right now because I'm behind the tip tuft, and I can get the super thin cuts, and I can cut this up. I can shred it up. I can do whatever I want, and my fingers are not going to burn because they're behind this thick layer of food-grade stainless steel. This is directly off the pan. Like, I literally just cooked it.
Yeah,
so
I heard it sizzling.
Hot, fresh, and ready. And I can serve it in a quesadilla. I can serve it directly to the family on the table, and I can give that to them, and it'll be hot, fresh, and ready to eat. I don't have to worry about burning myself, and I love myself some chicken quesadillas. So I love when that cheese melts with the chicken.
Yes.
Oh, let me tell you.
Thank you. Bring that chicken all the way over to Jeremy Parker, because Chef Jeremy Parker was making some really good quesadillas with that green pan skillet, and now we're one big happy family. Okay, so you get both of them at that single price. Two of them for one price of $31.60. $8.40 on your 4 easy pays is K70010. RJ, I hope you have a very happy and safe new year.
I hope you do too. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you. I'll see you later, my friends. All right, we saw